My name is Jeff Johnson. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Sales Enablement for CentiMark Flooring, a division of CentiMark Corporation. I've been with the company for going on 16 years. CentiMark Corporation was founded in 1968 and was initially established as a material company with some products that were able to be used universally for both flooring and roofing facilities. Mr. Dunlap decided early on that he wanted to be engaged in the highest margin of market and decided to remove himself from the residential industry and push directly into commercial, industrial, and manufacturing facilities. CentiMark Corporation over the years has had an incredible journey as a whole. In 2021, we exceeded $1 billion in sales for the first time, which was obviously a huge accomplishment for the Dunlaps. The CentiMark division that I'm responsible for, we sell to commercial, industrial, manufacturing, retail, transportation facilities in a very direct approach. So there's a lot of different companies out there that do work with general contractors, as we do as well. But the bulk of our relationships in business has always been built around directly navigating the customer's needs, understanding what they're looking for from a solution standpoint, and being able to integrate ourselves into these businesses, which is really proven for the long haul. As a big company, privately owned and privately held, I think that our challenges start like most companies of any size start. And that was with making sure that we were able to communicate a message and a vision effectively, especially at the rate in which we were growing to our team. So obviously that leads you down the path of training. And we have great personnel, great managers, and the effective communication tool to get that training to everyone within our company at their own pace, at their own time, was a huge disconnect for us. So that's when we started to explore what our options were. Our process of analyzing the different vendors that we were engaged with really boiled down to what did we need from the system. And as our growth is so rapid, and it still is, we really wanted to make sure that we met our employees where they needed to be met. And having micro learning and a support team behind it, whether it be web-based or mobile, was a critical piece of the puzzle for us. You pair that with the capabilities of the digital sales rooms, the analytics, and everything else that the platform has to offer, and it was a pretty easy decision for us. In any process, I think the implementation is in a lot of instances overlooked. You get the sale. I'm in a very sales dynamic industry as well. You get the sale, and sometimes you forget about all the nuts and bolts that go into getting the process implemented or the floor installed or whatever that looks like. And it's such a key component. And the Mindtickle team really took a solid approach in how they navigated their implementation. So since the implementation of Mindtickle, and we did a layer launch for our team. So we launched the Call AI aspect first, then we went into some training modules, and then into digital sales rooms and so on. And so with that said, we've had a lot of very positive feedback from both our sellers and customers in regards to the digital sales rooms. Our team absolutely loves that as they navigate the asset hub and they share assets, the engagement statistics that come back on both digital sales rooms and the emails that are sent through Asset Hub. our customers have shared with us how absolutely mind-blowing the digital sales rooms are, and the fact that you can house all of this information in one site with direct communication with your sales reps on a regular basis whenever there's an update. It's a great way for us to drive people back, get the analytics, and understand if that information is being shared, how long it's being visited, and what the key components are to structure this deal or keep this customer happy and moving forward. One thing that's difficult for any seasoned sales rep that switches companies is to understand the culture, and in our instance, the 57 years of ideology that's been built prior to their arrival. And so the onboarding system has been a fantastic tool for us to really share a breadth of who we are outside of that local office for these new hires that we onboard, and who we are as a company, what our vision is, what our direction is, how we go about business, and getting them up to speed in such a rapid format that they're able to actually do quotes within an 8-day window, which for us is fantastic and tremendously improved from our past experiences of navigating a lot of this on our own. So huge improvement, a lot of positives, and the overall adoption of the ideology and the technology is definitely ramping up. A big part for us in the Mindtickle process was, how are we going to integrate our sales program and our foundation that we just call the 9 innings of a sale. And this program, now that we've launched it, we launched it on March of this year. It's been extremely well received by our team. Our sellers have gone in, and as they navigate different training modules within each of the innings, they get good feedback. There's ability for managers to coach their sales reps with documentation, all formatted in the system. There's certificates. There's gamification that's built in as well for our sellers to compete against each other and try to complete different tasks and missions. And overall, the format and the ability for our salespeople to get the training that they yearn for and understand it, and then again, implementation is key. Once they can take this knowledge that they're learning from the content and apply it to their everyday, every week, and monthly sales processes, it's definitely strengthened their abilities, their comfort level, and definitely impacted our numbers for a positive. One of the things that I enjoy about the future and possibilities with Mindtickle is absolutely the way they listen to their customers. And what I mean by that is, goodness, we're a contractor. So I don't know that we're necessarily Mindtickle's target audience. However, you heard about our size. We are a big company and we've got a lot to offer. And Mindtickle to date has done a phenomenal job hearing how we are looking to use this site, hearing what some of our specific customer use cases, what we'd like to see, and how we'd like to implement certain things to help meet our customers where we need to meet our customers. And we're very excited about the partnership long term. We think we found a really solid partner, and when you find someone who understands who you are, it makes it a lot easier to do business, and especially when they understand your business and are helping to guide change for your business. So we think we found a really good partner in Mindtickle.